Hello, kindergarten. I hope you're all doing well. Today we will be learning more about dinosaurs. And remember how last time I asked you a question? The question was, do you know what we call dinosaurs who eat plants and what we call dinosaurs who eat only meat? Well, if you found out the answer to that, kindergarten, you will know that we call dinosaurs who eat only plants, we call those guys herbivores. Okay? Now, some of these dinosaurs had really long necks that would reach all the way up to the treetops to grab food. So I'm going to put a picture on the screen to show you an example of a herbivore. And if you look at the screen right now, kindergarten, this is an example of a dinosaur that we would consider a herbivore. So it has its really long, flexible neck, so it can reach the tops of the trees. Okay? I'm just going to get rid of this one right now. Okay. Now, on the other hand, we call dinosaurs who eat only meat, we call those guys carnivores. And carnivores usually have strong jaws and a large sharp teeth to cut through meat. So I'm going to show you an example of a carnivore that you guys may all be familiar with. Okay. This one is called a T-Rex, but they are considered carnivores because of its very sharp teeth, and it has very sharp claws both in its hands and feet, so it can tear through meat very easily. So we would call those guys with very sharp teeth and very strong jaws carnivores. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete that one. Okay, now kindergarten, we'll be taking a closer look at both of those dinosaurs today. Right now, I would like you to take out the page in your dinosaur booklet that says Dinosaur Diets. It's this page right here. If you look at the screen, this is what the page looks like. It has Dinosaur Diets at the top. Okay, now we will be doing this page together, so please make sure you have scissors and glue with you. If you don't have it, please pause this video and grab those materials. Alright, kindergarten, so before we start cutting and gluing, we said that dinosaurs who eat plants were what we call herbivores. Okay, let's all say that together. Ready? Herbivores. Perfect. And we also said that dinosaurs who eat meat were called carnivores. Now let's say that all together. Ready? Carnivores. Awesome, kindergarten. Now, a cool or neat way for you to remember which one is which is to remember this trick, okay? Miss Salvador's kindergarten teacher taught her this trick, and it's stuck with me ever since. I never get confused because of this trick. So, to figure out what dinosaur eats what, you can easily look at the word for herbivores. Okay, so on the screen, I'm going to point with my pointer, my laser pointer. I have the word herbivore. Okay, and in the word herbivore, I have a smaller word, which is herb. Okay, I'm going to highlight that word, herb. Okay. And herbs, kindergarten, are simply plants. So you may think of herbs that your parents might use for cooking, such as basil, parsley, mint, or some of you may even have a garden that grows these plants or herbs at your house. So whenever I see the word herbivore, or when it's mentioned, I immediately think that herbivores have the word herb in it, and herbs are plants. So herbivores are dinosaurs that eat plants. Okay, that's a quick way to distinguish dinosaurs that eat plants versus dinosaurs that eat meat. Alright, moving on, kindergarten, I will be going through some dinosaur fact cards on the screen, and these dinosaurs are the ones we have in the boxes at the bottom of our dinosaur pages here. So we're going to take a look at these 6 dinosaurs, and later on we will cut and glue the correct dinosaur in the correct box. Okay, so the very first one is a T-Rex. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my fact card here. And I'm going to pull out my T-Rex fact card. There it is. Okay, now if you look at the screen, kindergarten, we have a T-Rex fact card, and I'll read that out. T-Rex, short for Tyrannosaurus Rex. Very long word, so they've decided to just shorten it to T-Rex. Okay? One of the biggest two-legged predators and lived at the end of the age of the dinosaurs. It ambushed smaller dinosaurs, but also scavenged on dead remains. Okay, so a T-Rex, kindergarten, we have to figure out whether or not it's a herbivore or a carnivore. And a carnivore, we said, has very sharp claws and very sharp teeth and a very strong jaw. So based on our picture of the T-Rex here and what we've read, do you think a T-Rex is a carnivore, a dinosaur that eats meat, or a herbivore, a dinosaur that eats herbs? Okay, if you said, Miss Salvador, a T-Rex is considered a carnivore dinosaur, then you are correct. So we said that because T-Rexes have very sharp teeth and strong jaws, they can easily rip apart the meat of other animals and things like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this fact card out. Okay, and what you're going to do, kindergarten, right now is you're just going to cut out along the dotted lines the square that says T-Rex. And what you're going to do is you're going to glue it under the box or on the box that says carnivore, which says eats meat. Okay, now as you're gluing and cutting that, I'm going to magically, with the power of technology, I'm just going to put my picture in. And I'm going to pretend that I'm going to glue it. So I'm going to put it right there. Okay? I will be moving on, but please feel free to pause the video right now, kindergarten, and have the time to cut and glue those boxes. Or that box, sorry. Okay, our next dinosaur that we're going to take a look at, kindergarten, is what we call the Stegosaurus. Now, let's say that together, Stegosaurus. And again, I'm going to put up a fact card. We're going to read it together. This is what the Stegosaurus looks like. Not as big as a T-Rex, but it's very special and unique because it has kind of spikes on the top of its body. Okay, so it says a large plant-eating dinosaur that lived in North America. It's about the size of a bus with 2 rows of bony plates. Those are the spikes that I've mentioned. Those are the bony plates. It has a very small brain. Stegosaurus eats plants. Okay, so we know that a Stegosaurus, it just said that it eats plants. And kindergarten, what type of dinosaur did we say eats plants? Is it a herbivore or is it a carnivore? You're right, kindergarten. So a herbivore eats plants. So therefore, our Stegosaurus is a herbivore. Okay, so same thing, kindergarten. I would like you to cut out the Stegosaurus box and you will go ahead and glue that under herbivore. Just like that. Okay? So you can go ahead, pause the video and do that. And I will move on to the next one, which is called I always have trouble saying this, Deinonychus. I know I didn't say that correctly, but I'm going to pull up my fact card and I will explain that dinosaur a little bit better. So let's try this again, Miss Salvador. Deinonychus. I think. Deinonychus. We'll go with that. Okay. So it says Deinonychus which is terrible claws, was 8 to 12 feet long and it weighed 175 to 200 pounds. Its body was highly specialized for swift movement and savage attack. Okay, so it has a very strong body, so it can attack. Deinonychus used its big claw to attack other dinosaurs. They hunted in packs, cooperating to attack larger plant eaters. So what's that saying, kindergarten, is if you had a bunch of this Deinonychus together, they would hunt in packs and they would actually eat other plant-eating dinosaurs. So based on that information, okay, we know that a Deinonychus has big claws and it hunts in packs for plant-eating dinosaurs. Can you tell me, kindergarten, would we glue that under herbivore or carnivore? You're right. So because of its body parts, special body parts of large teeth, very sharp claws, we know that a Deinonychus is a carnivore. Okay, so I'm going to delete that and I'm going to add, or you will cut and glue the Deinonychus onto the carnivore side. Okay, moving on, we have 3 more dinosaurs to go, kindergarten. Our next one is actually one of my favorite dinosaurs. It is called a Triceratops. I'm going to pull up my fact card again. We're going to be reading what a Triceratops is. Okay, so a Triceratops is a popular dinosaur and recognizable because of its large head, as you can see here, with 3 horns. So 1, 2, 3. Triceratops were herbivores. They eat plants and not meat. Some Triceratops may have 800 teeth. That's a lot of teeth, kindergarten. So that's what we call a Triceratops. And we already said that it eats plants and not meat. So we know that a dinosaur who eats plants is considered a herbivore. Okay, so you're going to go ahead, you are going to cut out the little box that says Triceratops on it, and then you will glue it onto the box that says herbivores, which eat plants. All right, our next dinosaur is called the Apatosaurus. Okay, let's say that together as I pull up my fact card. Apatosaurus. Okay, now an Apatosaurus is a deceptive lizard. Okay, so its food were plants, meaning it's a herbivore. Apatosaurus swallowed stones to help grind up its tough plant food. It did not chew its food, so mostly it didn't chew its food. It rather used stones and to act as if it were teeth to help grind its food so that it can swallow it. Its length, so how long it was 70 to 90 feet. Its weight was 33 to 38 tons, which is quite big. Period was the Jurassic period, and they found the location. They estimated that the location would be in North America, such as Colorado, Oklahoma, Utah, and Wyoming. So those are all in the USA. Okay, so as you can tell, kindergarten, we know that Apatosaurus are herbivore dinosaurs. That means it eats plants, but we also know that because it has a very long neck, and we said that long necks, dinosaurs who have long necks, are usually considered herbivores because it reaches all the way to the treetops to grab its food. Okay, so an Apatosaurus is a herbivore. So I'm going to magically cut out my Apatosaurus and glue it under herbivore. All right, we have one more dinosaur to go, kindergarten, and this is called the pterodactyl. Okay, now I tried to find a fact card very similar to the pterodactyl, but this one is called a pteranodon. Okay, but it's very similar. So a pterodactyl is a flying reptile that lived during the time of the dinosaurs. So this, think of it, a pterodactyl, as a bird. It didn't walk on the ground like dinosaurs, but it flew. Its wingspan, so from one side to another, if it stretched out its wings, is longer than that of any type of bird. It has a crest on its head, if you can see right here, no teeth at all, and a short tail. It is a meat eater, which is a carnivore, and ate mostly fish. Okay, so this bird, or sorry, flying reptile, is considered a carnivore, kindergarten. Okay, so we're going to take our pterodactyl box. You guys are going to cut it out, and I will magically glue it under my carnivore. A pterodactyl eats meat. Okay, so kindergarten, once you have all those cut out and glued in the correct boxes, let's review what we did. Okay, our herbivore or plant-eating dinosaurs include a stegosaurus, a triceratops, and an apatosaurus. Our carnivore or meat-eating dinosaurs include the T-Rex, the Deinonychus, and the pterodactyl. Now, kindergarten, I'm going to explain what your job is now. So you're going to please turn to this page. If you'll look at the screen. Oops. Okay, you're going to turn to the page, and it says carnivore on the top. And the directions, kindergarten, are to draw pictures of what a Tyrannosaurus Rex might have eaten. So for this page, kindergarten, you will draw and label 3 things a carnivore dinosaur might eat. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a T-Rex. Okay, if you think about what a pterodactyl eats or Deinonychus might eat, that works as well. We're just looking for what a carnivore dinosaur might eat. I'll do one example with you. Okay, we know that a carnivorous dinosaur does not eat plants, but it may have eaten insects from the ground. So I will draw an insect as best as I can. Okay, and draw its eyes. And I will also label it. So I want to know what I've drawn. So I'm going to write Okay, insect. So your job, kindergarten, is to draw 3 more pictures of what a meat eater will eat. Okay, some might eat lizards, some might eat birds, some might even eat fish. Okay, but I would like you to draw 3 more pictures and label what you have drawn. You may need an adult to help you write down what you have drawn. Okay, once you're done that, you will then go on to the next page right over here, which now says herbivore. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing here, except you will draw food that a herbivore or a plant-eating dinosaur might eat. I'll give you one example again. A herbivore dinosaur might eat leaves from the ground or from trees. Okay, so I will go ahead and I will draw a leaf. Okay, and then I will go ahead and label it. So it's an E-A, leaf. Okay, so your job, kindergarten, just like the other page, is to draw 3 more pictures of what a herbivore dinosaur might eat. Okay, so I said that they might eat leaves from the ground or from trees. I would like you to draw 3 more things. It could be bushes, trees, twigs, seeds, things like that as well. So you can go ahead and draw those 3 things. Once you are done, kindergarten, I would like you to show a parent or another adult, and they will take pictures of both pages of the work you just did. So parents, please send us a picture of what food carnivores might eat and then another picture of what herbivores might eat. You're going to take pictures of those 2 pages your child just did, and we will take these in for marks. Kindergarten, please do your very best printing and drawing. You can also color the pictures if you would like, but the important things that we are looking for is you have a picture and you have it labeled. That means you wrote down what you have drawn. Okay, because Mrs. Zaplotnik and I might not know what you've drawn unless you provide the word for it. Now that's all for today, kindergarten. I will talk to you again next week. In the next lesson, we will be talking about dinosaur bodies and taking a look at some other dinosaurs as well. Bye, kindergarten. Have a great day.